In this video, we will demonstrate a learning activity in the LearningSpaces virtual world, developed by 3Dsoft for the Universidad Antonio Nariño in Colombia. 3Dsoft is a company working on the design and development of learning activities in 3D virtual worlds for the higher education and corporate sectors. The name of this activity is Basic Reading Techniques. The objective is to offer a tool for the student to put into practice the 6 basic reading techniques, using a 3D environment designed according to El Dorado legend. The activity will work as an observation contest. The student will have to walk through a series of mini-worlds that simulate each one of the reading techniques. The student must download the reading material entitled The Legend of El Dorado from LearningSpacesMaker, which is a LMS, Learning Management System for Virtual Worlds. When the student finishes reading the material, she must log into the virtual world using the LearningSpaces Viewer software, using the credentials assigned previously by the university. The student is now at the Guatavita Lake in Colombia, which is the place where the story happened. This place represents the learning environment. The student, represented by an avatar, must walk along the path that will take him to the different activities. In the first hut or environment, she finds the first sub-activity, called Define the Purpose of the Reading. The student sees 8 stones, each one representing a possible purpose for the reading. The student must click on the one he considers to be appropriate. When she clicks, confirmation will be asked for to make sure it is the desired selection. The student must confirm by clicking again in the same stone. In the second hut or environment, he finds the second sub-activity, called Examine and Inspect the Content of the Text. The student sees 4 objects, each one representing an object that, possibly, is mentioned in the reading material. Then she must click on the objects that correspond to the reading. Right after clicking, a confirmation will be asked for to ensure the indicated object is the desired one. The student must confirm by clicking again in the same object. While going through the learning activity, the student will find different sub-activities such as formulating questions and storing them in a chest, finding lost objects in the learning environment, creating index cards, organizing objects. The teacher has access to 2 types of web interfaces. The first one shows the results of the learning activity. On the left, she can see the list of the learning sub-activities. When choosing the learning sub-activity related with selecting stones, he can see the list of students who performed the sub-activity, the chosen option, the date and the time of the action, along with a statistical graph showing a summary of the selection made by students. The same statistics are shown for each one of the sub-activities. The second interface allows the teacher to administer the learning activity. To access it, it's necessary to use the administrator credentials when logging in. In it, the learning sub-activities can be found. By clicking on the stone selection activity, he will be able to customize entirely the text shown by each one of the stones. Additionally, it will be possible to reset the records for the same activity, allowing the students that have already performed it to do a repetition. 3Dsoft, experts in the design and development of learning activities in 3D virtual worlds for the higher education and corporate sectors.